Right, let's be real. Building a life after loss is messy, it's crap, and there are days I want to give up. Art and painting has helped me through these days, but there are days when I want to chuck my brush through the window. But here I am, still trying. Some of my art has a hidden meaning, like this one. This one, there we go. This one is called The Power of a Hug. When you lose someone, your soulmate, you lose so much more. The hugs, the holding hands, the future plans. This isn't a glossy motivational video. Grief is messy. Life after loss is hard. Here's my truth. There's days when you want to curl up in a ball and hide with the urge to tell the world to go away. That's polite, believe me. Yeah, it's heartbreaking that many people do without you asking. Feeling invisible or like you're expected to be over it. There's a hole in my heart and I don't think that'll ever heal. Maybe the edges have softened a little bit. And then you get the cliches. Be kind to yourself. What the heck does that even mean? If all you can do on some days is get up, make yourself a cuppa, and that's enough. That is enough on some days. Then there's the loneliness factor. How friends, family sometimes vanish because they don't know what to say. Some excuse, isn't it? I've heard it so many times. Oh yes, but they didn't know what to say. Wow. We have no choice but to get on with it. And that's hard. And it's hard when people have just abandoned you. And believe me, a lot of people have abandoned me. I've decided they were all Rob's friends and not mine, apparently. We all need connection, even if it's that online stranger who just gets it. I met a guy 2 years ago at an agricultural show I was at with my art, and he stopped and he asked me about the art. And in the conversation, he just said his wife had died and he did this journey every year as a memory. And I said, yes, my husband died. And he said, I know, I can tell, it's in the eyes. Amazing. And it wasn't until recently, 2 years later, that something he said really rings true. And he said, it's easier to talk to strangers. And how true that is. Strangers just get it. There's no pressure. For me, getting lost in my art, there's something magical about painting a soul on paper. And it's got me through many long nights, especially in the winter. So what's helped you? Leave it in the comments. Let me know. We all have different ways of trying to get through the difficult times, and you know, they are shit sometimes. Let's be honest. So what's helped you? Let me know. So this past couple of weeks, I've been doing a launch of an online course. It's the first one ever, and it started on social media really well, and I sold some courses and I sold some extra prints off my website because people had been to it, and then it flatlined completely. And during that time, every single tech issue that could go wrong went wrong. My website didn't link to the mailing site, so people were buying but they didn't get the email, so I had to manually do it. So many different things, and it was just a headache, but all these things seemed to crop up at night, and I was then up till midnight trying to work it out, trying to get it all to work again. And you know, and then on top of that I was learning YouTube, and all of this when in a couple of weeks time is the anniversary, the 4-year anniversary of Rob dying. So every time there was an issue, I was in floods of tears, because really I was putting myself under so much pressure to keep myself occupied. And that's what we do. That's how we deal with the grief, because sometimes we mask it, we put a smiley face on it, we pretend it's not happening, but it all crops up. Everything, it just crops up, and sometimes you've just got to let it happen and just work through it. Grief isn't about moving on. It's about carrying that love and grief side by side. Some days feel impossible. Hope comes in small, unexpected ways, not all at once. And you know, it's okay to not be okay. And you can still build something meaningful. We can't control the pain, but we can share it. If you've listened this far, maybe it's because you are where I am. You're not alone, even if it feels that way. My intentions of building my YouTube channel is to give people in the same situation as me a place to go. If this resonates with you, maybe hit subscribe. We can walk this messy road together. I'll share some of my thoughts through art. You can paint too, but you might find it's another craft that's helped you through the long winter nights. Or you might just want to sit with a cuppa, watch me paint and share your thoughts, feelings and where you're at in the comments. Grief doesn't vanish. but neither does love. If you're hurting, you're not broken, you're human. And we all figure this out one messy day at a time. I do hope you join me on this journey, building our new lives, carrying the one we love, our soulmate, in our hearts along the journey.